Hi, good evening. My name is Irene Watson. I live on 303 Jackson Schoolhouse Road in Pascoag. First of all, I have to say, I don't know how you guys do this job if you have to do this all the time and stay so late. I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and I am sure I am not going to be as eloquent as I am sometimes because I'm just tired. But it's important. It's important. I've been up since 5. I worked all day. I go to 3 meetings a week just about, and you know, I think it's something that's worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile for myself. I live 2,500 feet from the proposed plant, and I know the unions would like to blame the victim, but I really didn't. I knew there was a gas compressor station there when I went there, but I never dreamed in my life that there would be a $700 million plant that would be built in my backyard.
It was just one guy that said that, just to be fair.
Somebody did say that. Somebody else did.
I just don't want to lump everybody together in that.
No, and some, I mean, I know it's contentious, but somebody said that we were trailer trash too, but we're not.
I didn't hear anybody tonight say that, except for folks saying that.
But out there.
Okay.
But in any case, I think I definitely support this bill because I know when I first started and I went to my first board meeting, I saw 3 people up there, and we were all sidetracked by this. We didn't know what was going on. The word was going through the town, and we all started trying to find out feverishly, what was happening, how it happened, what the process is. And then we started going to these board meetings. It was very scary to look and see 3 people. At the time, there were only 2 up on the stage, knowing that these 3 people are deciding your life. And, they can't talk to you, which I understand. And, the whole process of becoming educated and actually being able to testify and get some important information is something that we learned along the way. At first, it was all just very passionate. But it's very scary to realize that 3 people, and there doesn't have to be a consensus, it just has to be 2 people to pass it. And, your life can change. And then we found out that, the town couldn't do anything, that they had not, they don't have any say in it, and that the only thing that they could do was the taxes. So then we started to say to them, don't give it away. I mean, I remember the first time that I went to the EFS board, I said, if this was wasn't a sweetheart deal, if this was truly that they were going to be taxed on what they were worth, then even I wouldn't have a fight because it would probably be better for the town. As far as the money goes, I mean, some people, the balances shift, and there is a certain amount of money where the balance would shift if there was enough money. People can be bought, just in the quality and their own personal, feelings of what's important to them. But, the thing is that at least we would have a fighting chance. At least would be a little bit more on level ground if we would be able to have some kind of say and say, you have to do the best you can. You don't have to lay down and just take it because we're not the most affluent town. I'm not going to say that we're a poor town. We're not trailer trash. We're just not affluent. But you know what? We're smart. We've got a lot of smart people in town. They just choose to live 40 miles out of the city because that's where they want to live. They want to live up there. And we are the keepers of the land up there. I live in the middle of the 4,000 acres. I have 34 acres and a horse farm. And I travel every Sunday with my horse club to different parks, be it Miles Standish, Arcadia, Goddard Park, Burlingame, Douglas. We travel everywhere to go and ride, and that's what we do every Sunday. And, we need to have that for the future of this country and for the future of the state. You want tourism, you need to have a place to go. And we have a great place to go. We have campgrounds and lakes and everything that everyone has said. But it is for the whole town, the whole state. If you have a landfill that's in Johnston, I think you should be able to get out of Johnston and be able to show your kids what the environment looks like and take a walk in the woods and see the ferns and count all of the ecology there. Most of my testimony has been on the health experts. aspect of things, because I am a nurse practitioner and I do have a science background. So most of my testimony has been in that, and I clearly am against it because of that. It also is in my backyard. If it does decide, if the vote goes that it stays, I don't know what I'll do, but from what we've been told by our experts, Invenergy tells us it's going to be 43 decibels. That's what our town ordinance is. They said they can't, the experts say there's no way they can do it, and that the rev-up time of 2 hours revving up and 2 hours coming down could go up to 90 decibels, which is like a jet. And yes, the airport does have jets, but they don't have a jet over someone's house for 2 hours at a time at 10 o'clock at night and at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I just ask you to give us a level playing field. I don't think in all of the committees that I've ever been in professionally, I can honestly say that having more people on a committee has never really been a detriment. It's always given more insight, that somebody thinks of something that somebody else doesn't, and it spurs more conversation. So I've never really seen it be a detriment to have more rather than less. Thank you very much for your time and listening to us.
Thank you, Ms. Watson. Any questions for Ms. Watson? Thank you very much.